the four of us were all in touring bands. These two guys are brothers, and we all played a bunch of shows together, and the three of our bands broke up around the same time, so we just kind of decided to play music with each other. And then we ended up trying out a couple people, and Marsh ended up being one of the dudes that tried out, and yeah, I don't know.
And it works.
It kind of worked, yeah. I guess it works.
We're somewhat scattered across like the East Coast. Like him and I live in New Hampshire, and they live in North Carolina, and he lives in Atlanta. So, like he said, like we met through previous bands or whatever, but we still all live in those areas. So a lot of the writing was done. We'd get together for like a week and write some stuff, and then other people would write some things on their own, and we'd get back together and mix that together. And there's a lot of distance writing, and came together over, I don't know, like 2 months.
Yeah.
And then we went to the studio and kind of finished it while we were putting it down. And
I think out of the 5 songs, we wrote 2 of them in the studio entirely, and then 3 of them we wrote like just getting together over like a couple weeks and stuff.
We started recording before anything was completely finished. We just decided to start putting stuff down and see where it took us. We didn't know who was even going to be singing at that time.
Yeah. Or that it was going to come out on a label or anything. We were just kind of doing it.
Yeah, we just kind of gave ourselves a deadline to meet, and at the end of it we had 5 songs and ready to go.
our, at the time, other guitarist owned the studio, so we were able to take some liberties with the time and able to really like just kind of write and have freedom in the studio.
We talked to a couple different labels about releasing it, and decided that we wanted to tour and, you know, make it a real band and everything. And Tommy, who owns Tragic Hero, lives about an hour and a half from me, and I had never met him before. And our old guitar player's band was on Tragic Hero, so he introduced me to Tommy, and we just started talking and played him the EP, and he really liked it and wanted to release it, and that's kind of how that started. And since then, I mean, Tommy's awesome, Tragic Hero is awesome, and we couldn't be happier. Like we talk to him almost every day. It's a really, really cool business relationship.
And we plan on writing 2 new songs, and then kind of like getting some ideas for like what we're going to be doing with the full length. And over the course of the next 2 months, we're actually going to be working on the full length for a planned October-November release.
It's like a giant worm.
But it has like tongues that can like grab you.
They come up through the ground and they pull you under, and it's a mess. It's not a pretty thing.
They're
it's nothing
large
you want
enough
to
to pull a full truck under the ground. I mean, they don't like pick it up and just yank it under, but they can dig and they can get a truck underground. They can.
It's actually kind of freaking me out.
Yeah. I mean, we're on concrete right now. So
we don't know if they're alien or prehistoric or, you know, present day, just animals that came out of nowhere.
We're pretty avid about graboid awareness. We witnessed a lot of it in like the Midwest,
Southwest.
Yeah, there's just where there's a lot of flat ground and stuff like that. And the thing that concerns us is we don't feel like a lot of people are aware of the graboid population in their areas, and that's just really important to us as a band. I would feel that's one of our main missions or purposes.
And a lot of people call them trimmers, which is wrong.
Yeah, there's no people.
Yeah. We don't even know where they come from. Yeah. They're still just completely foreign.
So I would say if you take anything from To Speak of Wolves, it's to research the graboid population in the area. It's
dangerous.
It's a bigger issue than you all think.